You ever have one of those days where you're this close to snapping at someone, but instead, you come up with the perfect way to get even, not loud, not dramatic, just clean, quiet, cold. Let me set the scene. It's a blazing hot summer afternoon. The kind where the sun feels personal, like it has a vendetta against you. I'm tired, cranky, and knee-deep in emails that could have been solved with a 5-second phone call. And all I'm asking from the universe, is a goddamn bubble tea to get me through the rest of the day. I was this close to walking out the door and calling it quits. But no. I decide to walk the 5 minutes from my office to the tea shop down the street, and that's where this whole ridiculous, petty, absolutely delicious revenge story begins. Real quick, before we dive in, if you've ever had someone try to sneak something past you, maybe a coworker, a friend, a stranger in line, hit that like button. And if you stick around to the end, I promise you're gonna walk away with a smug little grin, just like I did. Don't forget to subscribe if you like petty justice with a side of bubble tea. Alright, let's go. So here's the thing. I don't usually go out for bubble tea. I'm not that person with the frequent buyer card or the custom reusable straw. I just wanted one small treat. That's it. A little pick-me-up to shut off the part of my brain screaming at spreadsheets and passive-aggressive Slack messages. It's only 5 minutes away from my office. Quick errand. In and out, but the second I push open the glass door of this tiny shop, that blast of AC hits me, by the way, and it feels like the first kind thing that's happened to me all day. I already know something's off. There's a small line ahead of me. Totally normal. Touristy area. We get crowds. I'm used to waiting. No big deal, but what's not normal is the energy coming off this group of girls standing in front of me. They're loud, like, can't hear their conversation over my headphones loud. 4, maybe 5 college-aged girls, each one trying to out-talk the other. Giggling, shrieking, name-dropping random boys like they're auditioning for some chaotic Bravo spin-off. I don't know if they were drunk, hyped on sugar, or just deeply unaware of anyone else's existence, but the noise level? Insane. And yeah, fine, technically they weren't doing anything wrong. They weren't cutting the line or throwing things. But their energy was like nails on a chalkboard for my tired, overstimulated brain. I pop my headphones in. Sunglasses. Still on. I'm just trying to disassociate and daydream about brown sugar boba and chewy tapioca pearls, and then it happens. They finish ordering. One of them hands over a card, the barista taps it, and they shuffle over to the pickup counter, still yammering. That's when one of them, and I kid you not, leans back over the counter and says loud enough for everyone to hear, "Hey, put my phone number in for the points on the next one." And I paused because I am the next one. At first I think, nah, she's probably talking to her friend. Maybe one of them is ordering a second drink or something. That would make sense, but then I see the barista. This poor girl behind the counter. She freezes. Her eyes flick to me, sunglasses, headphones, clearly zoned out, and I can see she's not sure what to do. It's not her fault. She's just following protocol. But she looks uncomfortable. Like she knows what just happened isn't cool, but she doesn't want to cause a scene. The girls have already paid. The transaction's rolling forward, and I realize, with this weird combination of horror and amusement, that this group of random girls just assumed I wasn't paying attention. They figured, guy with headphones, sunglasses, zoning out in line? Yeah. Perfect target. They tried to steal my rewards points. Now listen, I am not the kind of person who picks fights in public. I don't Karen my way through baristas or fast food employees. I don't scream at teenagers over TikToks in restaurants, but this was such a small, shameless, petty theft that it rubbed every raw nerve I had. Like, who does that? Who walks into a shop, sees a complete stranger behind them in line, and thinks, you know what? I deserve their loyalty points. I deserve their discount. It wasn't even about the money. It was the audacity, and what's wild is, I don't even use the rewards system. I come here maybe once every 2 months. I don't have an account. I don't rack up points. I wasn't gonna use them anyway, but the principle? Oh man, the principle hit hard. So I step forward. ready to ask the barista to clear the number. I'm already halfway to politely calling it out. I've got a whole script in my head like, hey, I think someone else entered their number by mistake. But then, I see a dot on the screen. In the top corner, there's a little glowing button. A prompt, use $5 reward? Apparently, these girls either just hit their points goal with their last purchase, or they already had a reward waiting. Either way, the system thinks I'm them, and that's when it hits me, that slow, warm wave of pure, delicious revenge potential. I could have just ignored it. I could have politely asked to fix it, but then, why should I? They tried to steal from me. So why not let them pay it forward? I smile, reach forward, and hit the button. Cha-ching, the barista sees it. We make eye contact, and you know what? She gets it. Her whole expression shifts. That uncomfortable hesitation melts away. And instead, she gives me the smallest, most satisfying smirk. She taps the screen, processes my order, and that $5 drink? Paid for. By them. Now here's where it gets even better. I grab my receipt, stroll over to the pickup area, and I wait right beside them. I can feel the energy shift the second I show up. One of the girls looks up, sees me standing there, and her face freezes. You can see the math happening in real time. The sunglasses, the headphones, the guy behind them in line, the reward button, the drink order, the moment they know they know. So I smile, take a deep, satisfying breath, and say, loud enough for all of them to hear, hey, thanks for letting me use that reward. That was really kind of you to pay it forward. And the silence that followed, golden. Not one of them said a word, not one apology, not one excuse, not even a fake laugh, just pure, stunned, wide-eyed silence. And let me tell you, sipping on that free drink, walking back to work with the sun on my face and a little bubble in my step, worth every second. You know what the best part is? I didn't yell, I didn't fight, I didn't make a scene. I just let them play themselves. They thought they were pulling a fast one, being slick, sneaky, smug, but in the end, their little scam backfired. They literally paid to reward the very stranger they tried to scam. It was like poetic justice, in a plastic cup with a fat straw, and I'll be honest, I laughed the entire walk back to the office. There's this weird thing people do, especially in big cities, where they assume no one's paying attention. Like everyone else is just background noise in their main character storyline. But here's the truth, people do notice. Even with headphones in, even with sunglasses on, kindness matters. And so does respect. You never know when that stranger behind you in line is going to be the one holding the metaphorical receipt for your bad behavior. And sometimes, the universe has a really funny way of evening the score. If you enjoyed that petty little slice of karma as much as I did, hit that like button, and drop a comment telling me the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled off. I love reading your stories, and hey, if you want more real-life tales of justice, karma, and revenge served with a twist, go ahead and subscribe. I've got plenty more coming. Until next time, stay sharp. And always double-check who's behind you in line.